In this video, we are going to show you everything that nobody tells you about Lisbon. These are the truths that only those who have visited and come back several times discover in practice. And that can totally change your experience if you know them before you go. We are going to talk about the real size of the city, hidden costs, safety, local culture, logistics, climate, and tourist traps. Let us go. Lisbon has become one of the most sought-after European destinations in recent years, but it is also a city full of surprises for those who arrive without information. The Instagram photos only show the picturesque hills and the yellow trams, but reality requires preparation. Those who travel without information may end up slipping on the slippery pavements, falling into expensive tourist restaurants, getting stuck on overcrowded 28 trams, or paying for couvert items they did not know would be charged. Let us demystify. First truth, the real size and distances. Lisbon is a compact city with only 110 square kilometers, and the historic center where practically everything touristy is located fits in a walkable area. But the city has 7 famous hills, very steep, with streets on slopes that can be exhausting. Walking from Baixa to Alfama looks simple on the map, but involves going up and down considerable hills. The good news is that there are historic elevators like Santa Justa and old trams to help you, plus the metro. Use public transport whenever possible to preserve your legs. Second truth, hidden costs. The price tag is never the final price in Lisbon. The VAT, value added tax, is 23% on many products and is usually already included in the price. The city tourist tax is €4 per person per night, with a limit of 7 nights. But the biggest trap is the couvert at restaurants, which can include bread, butter, olives, cheese, and even small vegetable bites on the table when you sit down. In Portugal, nothing is complimentary, and each item is charged separately if you consume. If you do not want it, just tell the waiter at the beginning to take everything away, without any embarrassment. Third truth, the safety question. Lisbon is generally a safe city for tourists, with low rates of violent crime. But pickpockets are a growing problem, especially in tourist areas. The most targeted areas are the always crowded 28 tram, Rua Augusta in Baixa, the surroundings of Castelo de São Jorge in Alfama, and Praça do Comércio. The essential tips are: never carry your wallet in your back pocket, use a money belt under your clothes for passport and money, always keep your backpack in front of your body on the crowded tram, and be careful with street vendors who offer fake drugs like cocaine or marijuana. In Alfama, it is a distraction trap. Fourth truth, the local culture can surprise you. The Portuguese spoken in Portugal is the same language as Brazilian Portuguese, but with many different words and a very distinct accent that can confuse Brazilian visitors. The Portuguese are generally more reserved and formal than Brazilians, with shorter greetings and less spontaneous smiles, but they are very helpful when you ask for help. Mealtimes are typically European, with lunch between noon and 3 in the afternoon, dinner after 8 at night. The tip is not mandatory, but leaving 2 to 5% is appreciated. And while almost everyone in tourist areas speaks English, trying a few Portuguese words goes a long way. Fifth truth, the real logistics and transportation. The Lisbon Metro is efficient and modern, with 4 lines that cover the main tourist areas. But it is the 28 tram that deserves special attention. This is the most touristy transport in Lisbon, with huge lines especially in summer and at central stops. To catch it with a chance to sit, go to the first stop at Praça Martim Moniz early in the morning, before 9 in the morning. The famous historic elevators of Bica, Gloria, and Santa Justa cost €4 per ride, but are included in the daily Navigante Pass. Sixth truth, the Lisbon climate. The city has a Mediterranean climate, with more than 3,000 hours of sun per year, which makes Lisbon one of the sunniest European capitals. Summer, between June and September, is warm and dry, with temperatures between 77 and 90 degrees Fahrenheit, perfect for the beach in Cascais. Winter, between December and February, is mild but rainy, with temperatures between 46 and 59 degrees Fahrenheit, with several consecutive weeks of rain. The best times to visit are April, May, June, September, and October, with perfect weather and fewer tourists. But always bring a small umbrella, because Lisbon weather changes quickly. And where to stay, knowing all of this. Our recommendation is Baixa Chiado, the tourist, commercial, and historic heart of Lisbon, with easy metro access and close to everything. We created this custom map that explains exactly which is the best region. Staying in this area, you cannot go wrong. And in the video description and here in the QR code, we will leave the link to the page with this map and with the hotels we have stayed at and recommend highly, including a hotel in Baixa Chiado where we stayed for an incredible price. Super well located, far from tourist traps and close to everything that matters. We saved a lot of money with that choice. Seventh truth, food and tourist traps. The restaurants around Rua Augusta, Praça do Comércio, and around Castelo de São Jorge are very touristy and expensive, with menus in 20 languages and staff shouting at the door. Never eat at these places. It is always a trap with dubious quality. Walk 2 blocks to the sides and find authentic tascas frequented by Portuguese. Another trap are the pastéis de nata, sold at any tourist cafe. always prefer the classics like Mantegaria, Fabbrica da Nata, or Pastellaria de Belém for the original. And be careful with tourist fado at places that charge €70 for mediocre dinner. Prefer traditional Alfama houses with pure fado. One more important thing about Lisbon that many people do not realize: the city is just 40 minutes by train from two incredible jewels worth a day, Sintra and Cascais. Sintra has the iconic colorful Pena Palace, the mystical Quinta da Regaleira, and the Moorish castle, being complete UNESCO heritage. Cascais is the seaside village with paradisiacal beaches, restored fishermen mansions, and the famous Boca do Inferno. The round-trip train ticket costs €5 to Cascais and €8 to Sintra, and trains leave every 20 minutes from Cais do Sodré and Rocio stations respectively. Reserve a full day for each one. They will complement your Lisbon trip perfectly. Speaking of having good information to get around well, in the video description and here in the QR code, we will leave the link to the site we always use to buy tickets and tours for the lowest price. It is the largest tours website in the world and has practically everything there. Everything at the lowest price, and you can buy in any currency, saving on fees. And they have free tours that are great, including guided walking tours through Alfama and Baixa Chiado. And remember that in this link below, we always organize everything you need to plan your entire trip at the lowest price. The sites we use to put together our trips, with everything much cheaper: travel SIM card, travel insurance for half the price, tickets to all the attractions, good and cheap hotels we have stayed at, cheap car rentals, and the global account. And the links already include automatic discounts, so save and use this page that will make your trip much easier. And for those who are new here on the channel, you are very welcome. Our mission is to help you travel more and better around the world. If you are enjoying it, subscribe here on the channel and like the video. That helps us a lot. To finish, 4 final tips for mental preparation for Lisbon. First, wear very comfortable shoes with anti-slip sole, because the famous Portuguese pavement is beautiful but extremely slippery, especially after rain, and the hills are merciless. Second, accept that despite Portugal being a small country, it has its own pace, culture, and traditions distinct from anywhere else, so embrace the differences. Third, do at least one excursion to Sintra or Cascais, which are less than 40 minutes by train from downtown, or you will miss the best of Portugal. Fourth, try everything, especially the pastéis de nata, the bacalhau, the sardines, and the ginginha, because Portuguese gastronomy is one of the best in Europe at an unbeatable price. If you liked the video, like it, and subscribe to our channel to travel more and better around the world. Thank you very much and have a great trip.